5.2, Board of Aldermen will take their oath of office.
We're going to begin with the election of the mayor. So, please stand. Please raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Joe Monteleone,
I, Joe Monteleone,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I possess all of the qualifications
that I possess all the qualifications
prescribed by law
for
the office of mayor,
the office of mayor,
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Missouri,
the Constitution of the State of Missouri,
the provisions of all laws of this state
the provisions of all laws of this state
affecting cities of the fourth class,
affecting cities of the fourth class,
and the ordinances of the city of Green Park,
and the ordinances of the city of Green Park,
that I will faithfully demean myself
that I will faithfully demean myself
in the office of mayor,
in the office of mayor,
for which I was elected
for which I was elected
on the 7th day of April, 2026.
on the 7th day of April of 2026.
Congratulations. Now you're the real man.
I'm going to need Alderman Broughton, Alderman Finn, and our newly elected to please join us. Go ahead and stand, please.
Well, okay. We gonna do this all together?
We are, yes. So please repeat after me. And then, of course, you can fill in your own name. I
I, Michael Broughton.
Allie Thornsberry.
do solemnly swear
Do
solemnly swear
that I possess all the qualifications
that I possess all the qualifications
prescribed by law for the office of Alderman,
prescribed by law for the office of Alderman,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Missouri,
the Constitution of the State of Missouri,
the provisions of all laws of this state
The
the provisions of all laws of this state,
affecting cities of the fourth class,
affecting cities of the fourth class,
and the ordinances of the city of Green Park,
and the ordinances of the city of Green Park,
that I will faithfully demean myself in the office of Alderman
that I will faithfully demean myself in the office of Alderman,
Ward 3.
for which I was elected on the 7th day of April of 2026.
for which I was elected on the 7th day of April, 2026.
Great.
You want to sign one?
Yes. Yes, as soon as you take your.
Thank you, Ron.
Bye, Ron.
Thanks, Ron.
Oh, yes, it's
Lori, you want to pass one down? You just need one copy of that, right?
That is correct. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, so I received a resignation letter from Mayor Monteleone as he was a alderman person. So now we do have a vacancy for Ward 3.
All right. Teresa, please do the new roll call.
Mayor Monteleone.
Here.
Alderman Hamilton.
Here.
Alderman Thornsberry.
Here.
Alderman Finn.
Here.
Alderman Broughton.
Here.
Alderman Woodsid.
Here.
You have a quorum.
All right. 5.3, resolution number 416, approving the appointment of Carl Lipricks to the Board of Aldermen to fill the vacancy in the office of Alderman for Ward 3 in the city of Green Park. I will entertain a motion to approve resolution number 416.
So moved.
Carol, do I have a second?
Second.
Tammy, second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes. Okay, 5.4, Carl, you need to step up, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Carl,
Good
it's
idea.
your turn. You get sworn in. Teresa is gonna give you the oath of office.
You're gonna be seated right next to Alderman Finn, and you'll just go stand there and I'll put you your oath. Okay. One, two. Great, you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Carl Lembrecht,
I, Carl Lamprex,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I possess all the qualifications
that I possess all the qualifications
prescribed by law for the office of Alderman.
prescribed by law by the office of Alderman.
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Missouri,
the Constitution of the State of Missouri,
the provisions of all laws of this state,
the laws of this state,
affecting cities of the fourth class,
affected cities of the fourth class,
and the ordinances of the city of Green Park.
and of the city of Green Park.
That I will faithfully demean myself
I will faithfully demean myself
in the office of Alderman Ward 3,
in the office of Alderman of Ward 3,
for which I was appointed on the 20th day of April 2026.
which I was appointed on the 20th day of April 2026.
Congratulations.
It's in his eyes.
They got the light on you there, Carl. We'll adjust it up for you.
We're gonna carry it.
That's been an open seat for a while. It was set up for the projector. A little higher.
It's got a little bit of an angle.
Doesn't it have feet?
What the other?
Let me get something else.
You know, it's got little feet on the bottom. It's got little screw feet, doesn't it? On the
Put your
front.
feet over the edge.
If you turn the box oblong, it might make a difference, the one
Push the
underneath.
box forward.
How about that?
That'll
Is that
work.
better? Okay, good.
That's how she had it this time. was feet
There we go, right now.
Okay.
There we go.
So we're moving along to 5.5. It's the election of the acting president of the board. At this time, would anyone like to nominate someone for this position?
I would like to nominate Marty Finn. Martin Finn.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
Carl, second.
I would say before anybody votes on this, because the office of board president has an extra, I think $50 a month or something like that, I would say that under our ethics thing, because it has a monetary interest, whoever might be nominated might want to recuse themselves for voting for themselves, so that we
Okay.
don't have a ethical problem. I'm not saying it is, but it's kind of it's not clear whether that $50 would count as a monetary benefit. But anyway.
All right, sounds good. So I have a motion by Tammy, second by Ally.
No,
No.
second.
I'm sorry.
Carl, Ally started.
Okay, a little interruption there, but anyway, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We have 2 ayes,
Aye.
3.
I'm going to abstain. Can I do that?
We've got 3 votes so far.
Okay, that won't matter.
Two more people here to vote on it. Besides Marty can't vote on it, so we got 1, 2, 3. We need 1 more.
Now you just need to vote on the, to the, if there's any nays.
Okay, so we have 3 ayes. Do we have any nays?
What are you?
We have 3 ayes and 1 abstain.
And it passes.
Each person either has to say yea or nay, right?
That's
Not necessarily, I mean, when it's a voice vote, the chair could just say, well, I declare that, it's passed. So,
okay.
You've got the majority, right?
So the motion passes and Marty Finn is the president of the board. Congratulations, Marty. Even though you couldn't vote. Okay. 5.6, resolution number 417. It's a resolution approving a appointment of Allison Kodak to the Board of Adjustment of the City of Green Park. I will entertain a motion to approve resolution number 417.
So moved.
Carol, do I have a second?
Second.
Michael? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes. 5.7, resolution number 418, resolution of City of Green Park, authorizing the destruction of certain city records in accordance with state law requirements. We've done this in the past, we're just getting rid of some of the old records that we're holding on to. I will entertain a motion to approve resolution 418.
Can I mention something?
Sure.
I'm happy this is finally getting done after all of these years.
Yeah, we've,
Everything's stockpiled,
yeah.
and we have someone that's getting things organized and doing a great job. Thank you, Teresa.
Absolutely.
I got a question. This says on the resolution, Exhibit A,
There was a list of records that should have attached to your resolution, if not, I'll send it to you.
I didn't get it. I don't know if anybody else did.
It wasn't attached, okay. Sorry about that.
All right. I will entertain a motion to approve resolution number 418.
So moved.
Carol, and a second?
Second.
Michael? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. 5.8, resolution number 419, authorizing the mayor to execute a contract for security system improvements. I will entertain a motion to approve resolution 419.
So moved.
Michael, do I have a second? Tammy?
I got a question.
Sure.
So, on the quote, usually when you do this kind of work, it becomes obsolete or outdated, and you have to do upgrades. So, it says touring gate channel direct, so the next step would be going, if I read this correctly, go to a 16 channel. When it's time to upgrade, when everything's outdated.
No. What that's saying is, the amount of systems that will be going into City Hall, we will be one short of being maximum. And if we want to increase from there, we'd have to increase to 16. There's nothing in between.
Okay.
All right, all in favor favor, say aye.
So,
Aye.
wait a minute, I just wanna make sure everybody understands, so when we do go, and we will have to upgrade at some point, because these things will run its life, just like any kind of software or hardware, we're gonna have to pay for that.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not built in, like, down the road or anything like that, okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes. 5.9, resolution number 420, selecting a city depository bank for the city of Green Park. Teresa, can you explain that for us?
As I said, the city is well aware, our current bank is not meeting the needs and services that the city needs. The board gave me a directive to go out for bid. I've spoken now with 3 different banks, and they've submitted their services to us. I have been working with regions. They have been so helpful to us. They have really jumped up to meet the needs of our city when we were struggling with our payroll services at our current provider. They have been so attentive to us. I just hope the board will keep that in mind.
And just to be clear, you didn't just go out for these bids, I mean, you had been, for the last couple of months, reaching out to banks, they just were not responding, or if they responded, they weren't able to take on our business. Correct?
Yes.
We were not just sitting on
No.
the problem, you were actively working on it.
Yes, I was. Yes, I
I wanted to
was.
make
Didn't
sure
we have
that was
criteria
clear.
also
Oh,
that
of
had to
course
be
we did.
met, which is the
Exactly.
struggle? That was the
Because it's a
struggle.
government, it's not just personal account, it's a
No, it's public
government.
funds.
Yeah, so I just wanted that to be clear to,
Oh, thank you for that,
you know,
yes.
on the record for anyone that.
There's some that just can't meet our needs.
Right, right.
They don't understand there's laws and policies in
Right,
place.
so you've actively been looking, yes. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I will entertain a motion to approve resolution number 420.
So moved.
Michael, do I have a second?
Well, wait a minute.
No.
It's Regents,
We
right?
need to pick a bank first.
Yeah.
Well, what is the percentage? Are we looking at percentages on, like, I looked at 2.9 on all of our percentages on, are we looking at things for the money where it sits and how much we would make off of it?
I mean, Anna and I went through it, and I sent the spreadsheet. Regions is a little bit higher, but not much. And Commerce really didn't offer the city many services except for, they were more technological advancements.
But what rate are we making off of our money, correct? Because they're giving us a rate, just like
Correct, but
anybody.
there's also service fees.
Okay, did we get a sheet to balance those out?
Yeah,
Is
that
one
should-
more advantageous? I didn't see it in here. I kinda looked at what I was looking at. Was there a sheet in here that said that,
Yes,
like a
it
chart?
was. It was attached. I
Oh,
made sure
I
it was
didn't see it.
attached.
Ah,
Oh, thank you.
I only saw the one for Commerce, I didn't see anything for anybody else. But
Yeah.
in the specs that we sent out, it did say, there are certain fees that we, Green Park did not want to pay.
Correct.
But I didn't see anything else for the other 2. So, does that mean that they agreed to not charge us for those fees?
No, Commerce and Regions would be charging us.
Okay.
yeah, I guess I'm asking about what you would know more than me, like a bottom line on where we're gonna make the most money, and then I don't know the fees to subtract out of that. What say you, Marty?
Well, I didn't see anything.
Well, the difference
for
with the
Midwest.
fees is because each check that you write or deposit, there's going to be a fee. So it's kind of hard to give you a bottom line. What the charge is going to be every month, depending on how much we receive to how much we pay out, how much activity is on the account.
How did Midwest Regional fit into this? Where were they on the grid?
On the fees,
Yeah,
they were about equal to everyone else. There wasn't that much of a difference.
okay, but they're showing 2.9% to make off of the money that's there.
Correct.
Okay, So what would the other ones be? If the fees were comparable, I didn't see what the other ones were, what the other percentages were.
And it should have been in there.
Well, I could have missed it, even though I read it, I could have missed it. Here we go, it's page 12 to 13 on here, maybe I missed it.
Okay, good.
And that's for commerce. $1.85,
Yeah,
1.80. Is that like not a whole different point difference there?
yeah.
Well, then I see, no, well, wait a minute, look, I see go to page 13, on the reserve,
Commerce or Midwest?
on commerce,
Okay,
and then with,
okay.
I mean, which one has the highest percentage? They're saying the 3.65, but that's on, set by the Fed as of, but they're offering 1.85, is that what this is saying? I'm not a read the percentage kind of person, so I just needed that explained to me.
Anna, are you still there?
Yeah, are you looking at the actual proposal or the summary that I sent over?
They're looking at the proposals.
Okay,
The
so,
one you had from the thing, I think.
the proposal
Here.
for, Commerce does say that they will pay based on the Federal Reserve Bank interest on reserve balances less 1.85%. So when they're telling you it's at 3.65% currently, they're gonna take 1.85% off of that, so it's a net of 1.8%. And then that 3.65 is subject to fluctuate based on what the Fed is doing. So they were about 1.85%. Midwest, I think, was 2.9%. They're only gonna take 0.25 basis points, off of that, rate. And then I was looking back again at Regions, because I didn't see anything that popped out at me, but I think that on their fee page, at the very top, they have a net interest rate of 2.25%.
Right.
So those are the three different rates that you were provided.
Which one is more beneficial? Which one would appear to be on paper the best at this time? And that is to
Anna.
Anna.
Yeah, so I think that it kind of depends on what you're looking for, right? So, Commerce is the lowest rate and probably the most corporate and less local. So I would say, I mean, while they do have a lot of like technology, involved, I don't know that given your activity would really need that, and they also have fees. So I would probably, if it were up to me, I would maybe take Commerce out of the discussion and look closely at Midwest Regional and Regions Bank. With Regions, I know obviously you guys already have a relationship with them, but they did quote fees. Maybe you can go back to them and say, hey, is there any way that you would waive these fees since we're government? Because as far as what I could tell from the Midwest Regional Bank, they had agreed to waive the fees. So, but you could always go, I'm sure if you went back to Regions, they may have some ability to potentially waive those, but that's what I would look at between those two options.
That's why I questioned it. I did refer, full disclosure, I did refer a Midwest Regional Bank to Teresa, but it did appear to be a better deal. And they waived their fees.
You wanna table this then?
Well, if we could, and if this is like on an emergency basis, we could reconvene earlier before a meeting and put like an emergency meeting together if we want to expedite it. Or wait till next month if that's okay, I don't care, but whatever you think, Joe.
That's gonna be up to the board, I mean, whatever they wanna do. I know we've had a good relationship with Regents, we could ask them to waive the fees.
Well, and that's not a bad idea. But you know, I was just looking at this, if they're waiving their fees and they're giving us 2.9, I mean, that's a big deal. It's not like we're putting $10 in that place.
would be an issue with tabling.
No, we're dealing with the current thing.
Okay, let's do that then. Let's go over to,
Tabling it until May.
yes,
I'll make that motion.
motion by Carol, do I have a second?
Second.
Tammy, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes. 5.10, resolution number 421. It's a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a contract for ductwork repair. I believe this is suite 8.
It is Suite 8.
Okay, can you explain that? I know we've been dealing with the suite with ductwork, and Teresa got some estimates.
I did, so we had 4 companies come out and only 3 provided bids. The first one, I don't have my paperwork out, so it was around $1,900. It's a quick fix, no guarantee on how long it will last. Then it jumps up to right under $13,000. They're gonna take out a large portion of the ductwork and tie in, thank you. Okay, and then the last one, they wanna take out both systems and install a brand new system. So we have the 1340, which is the quick repair. We have the one that's gonna, cut into half of it and replace that and tie into the other systems. And then we have the one that wants to remove both systems and install all brand new ductwork.
Which one's that?
This one is plastic air.
Do we have any idea how old these dilapidated ones are and the,
All we
currently in the?
can- Right. The only thing we can tell is most of them are the original system. The one that's in Suite 8, they can tell has been repaired before, and it did not hold. I do not know when that repair happened. We tried going through invoices and could not find that repair.
So the best bid for the most work, who was that? Was it Martin Jetco?
Yes, it is.
I have experience with them and they're very good. They're not always the cheapest, but in real estate, we don't always look for the cheapest. We look for the best person to do it, to
Was that
give
the
us the best
$13,000
job.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, 12,995.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and everyone speaks very highly of them. I don't think we'd go wrong to go with them. But that's just my opinion.
Motion to approve.
Yeah,
Martin Jetco.
Martin Jeffco,
So moved.
I will entertain a motion. Carol made the motion, do I have a second?
He actually made the motion, I was the second.
Okay,
Thank you.
Michael made the motion, Carol second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. 5.11, resolution number 422. It's a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a contract for snow removal and right-of-way maintenance services. Any discussion?
I guess,
Can I ask a question in the back or not?
No.
I have 2 questions.
Under citizens' comments.
Yeah, at the end of the meeting, you'll have a chance to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
so
Okay.
these estimates were basically kind of based upon the removal of the salt to relocate it.
It's 2 different bids.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And one of them could not do that possibly, or could not do it efficiently, quick
No,
enough.
both of them said that they were able to, move our salt and store it for us.
In the time frame.
The only difference between the 2 bids is
Insurance.
one company did not meet our insurance requirement at the current time. They said they would meet it after they got the bid. And then there's also one company did not offer landscaping services. So we have one company that offered both bids, landscaping and snow removal. One company that only offered snow removal, but they both offered to transport and store our salt.
So the location of one of them is north, correct?
Yes,
The location of the one that does Grantwood is it, or no, does up the
Lakeshire.
street, Lakeshire. Where are they located?
Lee McGarry.
And they could actually do the salt and removal and the storage and do all the landscaping and snow removal?
No
But they don't-
landscaping.
No landscaping. So the company up north can do everything?
Correct.
Okay. And they also gave you a time frame when they would be here, no later than when they're needed to be here?
1 hour.
1 hour, okay.
And they got good reviews, I assume.
Yeah, I called, the city of St. Charles, but I've never heard back from the city of St. Louis. That was another one. But it's the city of St. Louis.
Are they gonna have access to our site with no complications?
I have no idea.
They have to go and get our salt.
They would have to
Move it
go
from
pick
the
up our
current
salt.
location.
And
Do we
get it.
anticipate any problem with that?
Do you know where they're gonna store it? Is it close by for their convenience?
It'll be in 2 different locations. They've already told me the amount of salt we have. So half of it will be stored there at their current location, which is on Midland. And then they said the other location, and I have not heard back from them where the second location is.
Which one had the insurance?
The one who had the insurance,
No, yeah.
he met our insurance requirements, and that is the one up north.
Yes, Mac. It does the snow removal and the landscaping.
What other areas do they do it for? Are they very busy? Do they have a volume?
They do it for the city of St. Charles. They do it for the city of St. Louis. And they also provided a reference for someone in MoDOT.
And then the one that does Lakeshire does not do landscaping? Okay.
So we're going to go with Mac, is that correct?
Did no one respond to just do landscaping?
No one.
No, I thought that's what we had.
She only had 2 bids and
Well,
Mac is the
out of
only one.
necessity, and then I guess too, as our salt, comes down in size for storage, they can always conveniently, you're saying now it would be in 2 places, they could always conveniently condense it later.
That is correct.
Okay.
And then once the city's salt is depleted, then it would be their responsibility to provide the salt to the city, and the city would no longer be purchasing the salt and then paying someone to store it.
Okay. That's originally the way it was years ago, till we went to a co-op, I think? Yeah, okay.
Motion to approve.
Matt,
Matt,
or,
yeah.
Yes. So I have a motion by Michael, do I have a second? Anyone? Tammy? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, the motion passes. 5.12, resolution number 423, it's a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a contract for purchase and installation of dais, meeting table for the board chambers. Teresa, can you explain that?
okay, so as we know, we have been trying to upgrade the systems here in the city hall. We've got the meeting now, things like that. I think that it would work in our favor to give the board the prestige that it needs, to actually have a dais, instead of sitting at these tables in this U shape with the light shining on people's eyes. I apologize. If we went with a dais, we would change the system, the way this is laid out. We would still be honoring Officer Snyder. The dais would be back there. The audience would be sitting here. We'd have a larger screen TV. That way, when like Ann or anybody else zooms in, we would not have this set up with all these wires, because the dais will have little inlets where we can plug things in.
you're moving away from the projector on the TV?
We're gonna do it slowly. This is the most economical way of doing it, is start with the dais and then come to the board to find out, like, do we wanna go with a upgrade to speakers and microphones? It's difficult, we all know that, for people in the audience to hear us. And it's difficult for us to hear people up here. It's always how the board would, want to see this go forward.
So this room would become just a single purpose?
A single purpose room.
So we got rid of all bingo and Christmas parties?
So far, we have not been, since, we did the catwalk and everything. And then we had the, what would you call that, in suite 7 and 8, where the foundation settled?
We had to put poly jack, so
Yeah.
we had to mud jack the flooring to fill in the voids. And then what happened was the floor opened up a little bit on the control joint. They had to go in and poly jack it to fill the voids and then seal the cracks, the controlled cracks. And so that has been completed.
Yes.
And then now we're working on the ductwork, which you all recommended approval. After that, then you can talk about repairs, carpeting, walls, ceiling, and then what you want to use those 2 units for. You can use them, rent them out for to somebody, commercial, or office, or you can use them as a rental
Correct.
space.
And then this would just be for the Board of Aldermen, Planning and Zoning, Board of Adjustment, for city purposes.
Yeah, we just want the capabilities, the things that we used to do here, do it over there. And you can go over there, too. Teresa can take you over tomorrow if you're out and about in the daytime.
No, I just wondered.
Yeah, because, so it's not like this is gone forever, any type of party or rental thing, it's going that way.
Okay.
Well, if it's agreed, there may be a vote to where it's rented out to, not rented out, but leased out to a company like it was before, right?
That's a possibility.
Potentially, yeah, but there's 2 rooms down there, too, so.
2 units. 2.
Any other discussion? All right, entertain a motion to approve resolution 423.
So moved.
Michael, do I have a second? Anyone?
I got a question, so we're looking at moving forward with this, but we're not sure exactly on the design and everything just yet, correct?
Well, I recommended a design, was put into a certain dollar amount as part of your resolution.
Is this it?
Okay.
No,
This isn't
No.
security?
yeah, that's
Okay,
security.
that's what I was gonna say, okay, good. I
Okay.
saw the one in the packet.
The last 2 pages of your.
I saw that.
Okay.
Okay, good.
So I have a motion by Michael, do I have a second? Anyone?
Second?
Marty, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. 5.13, the policy for city-funded solid waste services for owner-occupied residents. Teresa, can you explain that for us?
As the city knows, last month I came to the board. We use the iWork program, which is our permitting process now. We took our city electronic. One thing that we are noticing is that the rental properties are not like they used to be, where, you moved to Florida to be a snowbird and you rented out your house. What we are seeing a trend of is these companies are development companies, and they are becoming LLCs. And I pointed out that the city pays for residential trash services, recycling, yard waste, but we do not pay for commercial trash, yard waste, recycling.
Well, we have been, but.
We have been, but it was unknown to you guys that this was happening. So far, you know, we're between like 30 and 40 properties that we know are rental. I do see that number increasing because they've already got their occupancy permits. So as these turn over and they have to get new occupancy permits and then register with the city, we will know if it's owned by a person, if it's owner occupied, or if it's an LLC renting it out.
Is there a way, and I don't know if this is happening, but I imagine a couple times where someone is not an LLC and they're renting a home out and
Yeah.
they're not getting an occupancy when new people come in?
Yeah.
How would we even track that?
One thing I've been doing is working with American Eagle Waste, is when we find out that a property is vacant, it's usually reported by the neighbors. Usually, now that we have Matt, that helps a lot. And then with American Eagle, I've been telling them through email, if a property is vacant, not to pick up the trash services there, because we are noticing where people are using the empty properties and then bringing trash in. You know,
But are the utility companies no longer letting you know?
they are not required to do that anymore. The law changed a
That's
few years ago.
unfortunate, because that is what they do. We used to catch them through utilities.
Yes,
As soon as it changed, we used to get a report.
yes.
And we
they don't do
knew,
that
and if it
anymore.
didn't, they were circumventing it by keeping the utilities in their name. They moved on and they would charge that tenant utilities. Yeah. Huh. Is there any way to request that?
I can try, but I do know that a few years ago, the law changed.
I knew it
Maybe
changed,
Paul
but I
might
thought
know
it switched
something.
back. I thought it switched back. It did not, huh?
And not to my knowledge. Do you know of anything, Paul?
Well, I don't know that the law switched back, but I thought that Ameren had changed their policy that they would continue to do that, even though they weren't required. But I don't know if they're doing that.
Yeah, we'll
We
check
can
into
try.
it.
Let's see,
We'll check
because
into
that's
it.
the way to do it.
All right, anyone else?
It's more efficient,
I'm sorry?
I have a comment on that.
Okay.
It's more efficient if we have someone just routinely going through the streets, house by house on the computer, with the county records, and you find out then where if there's some doubt or it looks a little strange the way it's set up in the county, we can look into that. Finding the LLCs is a matter of contacting the state. That's all public record. We have Matthew, I understand he's good with the computer.
Oh, yeah.
He can earn his keep by finding the non-owner occupied properties.
Yes.
And we will benefit greatly on that to the tune of thousands of dollars.
Correct.
Absolutely.
All right.
There is one question I'd like to ask. Is this going to be where the city sends an invoice to the LLCs? And if we do, when would the board like that procedure to begin?
And what are we gonna do if they don't pay it?
Well, your policy says that you will either send them to municipal court or file a civil action or turn it over to collection.
Say that again, Paul, I didn't hear that.
Well, generally speaking, with a user fee such as trash services, you don't lien it because it's not generally treated like a tax because it's a service. And so if you're gonna keep it as a service, then you bill them after the fact, and then if they don't pay, then you go after it that way. You could get a judgment and then put a lien on that property, but it might not be that property, it might be
Well,
something.
we could hold an occupancy permit, could we not? Or retract a occupancy permit?
Well, yes, if they haven't paid user fees, then we generally don't issue permits.
We can't transfer that burden to the trash company and say, no, these are the people that we are not allowing, and they'll tell those people they have to set up their own with American Eagle?
No.
that's not allowable?
That's what I was wondering, if the people renting would then set it up.
Yeah, they can set up, they'll probably get a discount, but we can always inform, like what happens across the street from me. You know, I mean, bringing all your rental property stuff over here so that we pay for it free in the
Generally, the
case.
city doesn't want any other companies in here, so you could say set it up, but they might not call American Eagle, they might call.
Well, we could make it mandatory, no?
What is
Carol, that
mandatory?
would be chaos.
You've still got the same issue, or they might not get trash at all, at which time now they're just piling stuff up at the street. And
Well,
so
they're using the neighbors
Yeah,
at 2
so-
o'clock in the morning.
Well,
The
they-
cities, in the past, wanted to keep control over that by making sure that you made sure it got taken care of, and then now you wanted to charge back. So it didn't matter before, because you paid for all of it.
And I can tell you that, our contract was signed right about this time last year. And I know that because we just received a new quarterly invoice that showed the increase. So this will be from 26 to 27. So this would be a really good time to implement it, to where the city could actually send out an invoice to these companies, and inform them of the new policy.
And then you're still working on that, Paul, correct?
Well, this policy is here for you, if you have it in your packet, and it was for you to approve the draft, and then we would have it, we need to make some changes to some.
We never got a policy.
Well, then you won't be able to look at it.
I didn't see it.
I didn't get it.
It's not, it wasn't in this packet, I have my version.
Oh, okay. I
How
thought
about
you
if
were
we
talking- I
come
thought
back
you were
next?
talking about our.
You're talking about the policy
To make the
contract
change.
with, or not the policy, but the contracting with American Eagle.
Well, that was the policy for city-funded solid waste services, changing what you would pay for.
So that needs to be changed to accommodate what we want to do here.
Absolutely.
So we
Because
can,
right now, your policy is to pay for it all.
okay.
So we can table it.
Well, can we direct our city attorney to prepare the appropriate policy for the next changes and whatever for the next meeting?
Yeah, that's fine. It was a draft tonight anyway, so I'll just have it in. Because I was gonna have it incorporated into the city's solid waste code, so I'll just have an ordinance ready for next meeting that makes a few amendments to the code and then approves the policy.
Well, you need
If you need more time, that's fine.
need a vote on that?
We need a motion to hold it till May.
So moved.
I have one for, a motion by
I'll
Michael.
second.
And
I'll second.
I do
and
have a question, do I need to do it before the motion? Because it's a general question, can I do it now?
Sure.
And-
Yeah, so when we're charged by, yearly, it's the same, are we paying the same amount every month?
We do not pay every month, we pay quarterly.
Quarterly, okay. So what happens, so I happen to know of 2 houses that they're vacant, and they've been vacant for quite a while. Are we paying for that even though they're not picking anything up because we?
Well, our prices,
Or does it
are
fluctuate?
already set. You guys approved that by contract.
That's kind of a bummer.
I mean, it's based on housing, and I think every once in a while, we readjust how many houses the contract says we have, but we don't turn it on and off. It doesn't fluctuate up
Yeah.
and down by a vacancy here and there, because generally, as Teresa said, they're still picking up at those houses unless,
Well, like there's 2 that have been vacant. One, I think, a person told me it had been vacant. What did I tell you, that one on Jackie? Like
Oh, you told me.
years and years and years and years.
Many
And then
years.
the one down the street from me, it's like a year. So.
Okay, so I have a motion by Michael and a second by Carol to
Yes.
bring it back into May. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, the motion passes. 5.14, it's a discussion on financial investment with Ameriprise Financial.
Okay, so, I had a meeting with, David from Ameriprise, The city had a $500,000 investment with them. It was called in. So the cash will be available within like a week. After speaking with David, David said if our immediate need is not there for the money, then he recommended reinvesting it. He would reinvest it by splitting it into 2 different CDs, keeping it at the FDIC level. It would be each CD for 3 years at 4%. He'd also take the interest that you made off of that, which was approximately like $85,000, and he would put it into a 2-year CD, but he couldn't guarantee what the price would be at the interest rate because they can't hold it. So at the time of our meeting, that interest rate was for 2 years at 3.95%. I would have to be with him like literally in the meeting for you guys to know what it was paying out today. Because he said there's no way to hold that percent. And it's your monies, so.
So he's suggesting to go with Merrick or Goldman?
Both. He's gonna
Both.
split it in 2,
Okay.
250 and 250.
4% doesn't sound bad, but I'm not a money person.
Anna, you and I discussed this.
Yeah, so we discussed, I looked at the rates somewhat recently on CDs, and I think that that's a good rate, as far as what's in the market right now, but as Teresa mentioned, the market does change every day, so, you could always maybe authorize, hey, we wanna go ahead and purchase if it gets to X rate, in case she follows up and it's dropped a little bit. But yes, I agree that it's a decent rate based on what I've seen in the markets right now.
And we don't need the money for the general funds? No.
And I will second that. You did have some CDs mature last year, and then with the property tax money, you have excess cash. And I did talk to Teresa about maybe long-term trying to work with the board on getting a investment type policy put together where you would have a goal of the amount of cash you want to have liquid at any certain time, so that you have a little bit more of an idea of how much you want to invest. But as of now, you definitely don't need that excess cash.
And Hannah and I will work together on furthering our financial policy. I know that we just passed the personnel manual, it touches on it, but it's not really a full financial policy. So Anna and I are gonna work together to come up with one with the board.
Sounds good, thanks, Hannah.
Yep, thank you.
It says in November, correct?
You guys have another investment with Ameriprise.
Okay.
It will reach maturity this November of 2026, and then you guys will be facing this again.
So, but do we have to, what is the time frame to act on this?
On the one for right now before the board, this one was going to come to fruition within a couple of days to a week.
Okay.
It had been called
Okay.
in.
What would you suggest on this? Have you thoughts, Joe?
We've had, you can go with all different investment companies. The board's gonna have to pick, which direction they wanna go at,
CD rates are gonna be the same pretty much for
they're all pretty competitive, yeah.
But time is something we don't have.
You don't really have much time on the one that just came called in.
How do you research other ones? Or actually the question for me is this David Borsig,
Yes.
why did he suggest them? Was there a reason for Merrick and Goldman?
Well, he does work for Ameriprise.
Okay.
He's been in charge of your account since you guys had Mr. Mello here. And to him, those were the best CDs to go with because we are public funds. So he's trying to keep them, at a safe, not too risky of an investment.
Well, if we've been satisfied with them, would it be something that we want to do this because of his suggestion? I guess I'm asking everybody that. I mean, I don't know, I'm not a money person.
Well, you can go with any CD you want, it
Sure.
doesn't matter as long as it's $250,000.
Right.
So it's just a matter of the interest rates.
And the interest rate is good. Well, would you know of a better, I mean, between Merrick and Goldman, I mean, would you know of another institution that you think would be better, or do you know of them?
No.
No,
No, Ameriprise is the financial institution, they just go out and find the
broker.
CD for us. I mean, you could probably get these CDs at Regions or Midwest Regional Bank and all these other places. So everybody has access to those CDs. So, I mean, it's not, they aren't high risk, you know, it's, anybody can use them, so.
What is your opinion on that?
No, it's fine for now. I just think we need to probably take a look at Ameriprise as a whole, moving forward at some point, you know, with the money we have there.
So, I guess I'm confused. If we don't do something with this in that time frame, this will go into limbo?
Yeah, just go into limbo. You'll
Okay,
be-
so we're not at a loss anywhere, but we want to do it relatively quick.
Yes, and you want
So,
to reinvest it.
should I make a motion for you to research more? What is everybody thinking? I feel like I'm the only one talking.
Well, Marty kind of explained it, that anybody can get a CD.
Well, should we research it
And
more?
4% is a good rate.
I think
so.
we should just go with them
Yeah.
for what is presented now.
Right.
And then,
Because they haven't led us wrong, which is why I asked. This doesn't
Right.
look bad. It's
Right.
it's right in front of us now. Make a motion.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor? Any
Aye.
opposed? So we're gonna stick with Ameriprise. Yeah. So we're down to citizens' comments and petitions. Anyone else sign up?
No one has signed up yet, but Mrs. Highborn.
I didn't know I had to sign up, so I'm sorry. So I just have two questions concerning letting Baisha go and hiring Matt. I've always felt that Baisha did an excellent job. They were Johnny on the spot when we needed them, and I always felt like they did an excellent job. I don't know what your issues were behind the scenes. My two questions that come to my mind, one in the forefront, is has the immigration status of the MAC employees been verified that they're all legal? Resounding silence is amazing.
The contract requires them to fill out an affidavit that they use a government service that verifies all their employees. They also have to sign an affidavit that says all their employees are legal.
That they are legal.
Right.
All right, thank you. And I understand that in the past, Baisha was not allowed to use subcontractors to do any of the work. It is also my understanding that MAC does use subcontractors to do their work. Are you aware of that?
Well, their contract says they won't use subcontractors.
All right,
So they
thank
may
you.
have to use them somewhere else.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, miscellaneous, does anyone have a miscellaneous item?
Oh, I didn't. I forgot.
Okay. So at this time, we're gonna go in closed session.
I'm gonna drop off, this is Anna. Everybody have a good evening.
Thanks, Anna,
Thank you,
appreciate
we
it.
appreciate you.
So
Yes, bye.
the closed session will be pursuant to 610-0211 RSL RSMO, legal actions, causes of action, or litigation involving a public governmental body and any confidential or privileged communication between the public governmental body or its representatives and its attorneys, and section 610.0213, RSMO, hiring, firing, disciplining, promoting, or protecting employees by a public governmental body when personal information about the employee is discussed or recorded.
I will entertain a motion to approve the closed session, executive session.
So moved.
Carol, do I have a second?
Second.
Michael? Teresa,
We'll see
please
you,
do the roll
Ron.
call.
Alderman Finn,
Aye.
Alderman Hamilton,
Aye.
Alderman Broughton,
Aye.
Alderman Thornsberry, Alderman Lambert, Alderman Witzig. Closed session.
All right.